Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. We've got a very interesting finding today, and as you read in the title, we have here what would appear to be a definite crash of an unknown object found in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of an uninhabited island. So here we are on Google Earth, and you can search this up for yourselves. All you need to type in is Starbuck Island. So we'll go ahead and zoom in on the island here. Alright, so here we are. Before we zoom in any further, just to give you some quick info on Starbuck Island, it's a small island in the middle of the Pacific, and it is an uninhabited coral atoll, which is a ring-shaped coral reef, the type of coral reef that often sits atop the rim of an extinct seamount or volcano, which has eroded or subsided partially beneath the water. So we have this very small island, only measuring a little over 8 kilometers or 5.5 miles east to west, and 2.2 miles north to south. And as we zoom in here, the first thing I want to bring to your attention is this extremely long pair of skid mark tracks here. Now I have measured these, and the object that you're about to see that created this path skid at a distance of over 4,000 feet. That's how long these track marks are that have been dug down into the sand. Another thing you'll notice about these track marks is that at no time are there any breaks or spaces within these tracks, these skid marks, which would show that the object that created them had no buoyancy whatsoever, and that whatever created them was heavy but was moving at such a high rate of speed that it skid across this island for over 4,000 feet before finally digging halfway into the sand, located over 1,300 feet offshore. And that object you're seeing right here. And at first glance, and really no matter how long you sit and look at this thing, there's nothing about this that would allow me to say, okay, hey, yeah, this easily resembles this or that. Doesn't look like a boat to me. Again, this is an uninhabited island. Furthermore, usually when boats sink, they're out in the ocean. And when they do sink, they simply fall straight to the bottom. They do not leave 4,000-foot skid marks, as if they hit the sand at a very high rate of speed and digging into the sandy shore. This object has a very strange shape to it as well. It looks to be partially dug into the sand. If not, this may be a trick of sunlight, part of the UFO may be obstructed here, or this just may be it. But what we can tell just by looking at it, it has some geometrical features. It has one side that's more rounded, another side that has more of a triangular shape to it. And we have here some lines, some indentations. It looks like we have what looks like a square block here as a part of the object. And as you zoom out a little bit here on Google Earth, you'll actually see these computer-generated waves, which would indicate, according to Google Earth, that this part of the island is underwater. So not only did this object on an uninhabited island out in the middle of nowhere skid 4,000 feet, but it did so after entering the water, which of course should have slowed this thing down by huge proportions. You ever watch those videos on YouTube where they take a AR-15 and they shoot a bullet into a swimming pool? Or they take the weapon underwater and they have another person standing just 4 or 5 feet away from the end of the rifle barrel and they fire. And the bullet meets such an opposing force from the water that it doesn't even make it 5 feet and drops to the bottom of the pool before ever coming close to the person that the rifle was shooting at. And that just goes to show you the force with which water pushes back on objects that are moving through it. Some other strange things on this island that we have found, the first of which are these strange rectangular objects off to the right of this crashed UFO. Here you're seeing them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, each growing in size, from smallest to large. Again, what look like indentations carved into the sand. Furthermore, we'll go ahead and zoom back out here. If we head back towards the center of the island, we see this strange formation of what look like dots that kind of make this W Again, very strange. I have no idea what this could be. Is this some sort of code? Is this some sort of ancient tribal message? But then again, uninhabited island in the middle of the central Pacific Ocean. Zoom in on these here. Yeah, no idea. Some very strange things on this island. And again, as we look around this thing, it's a barren wasteland. So it's not the type of place that you would visit or have a lot of people, take a trip to. And it's not. There's nothing here, absolutely nothing. And most of the island is underwater, with only a few spots that are actually above the sea level. So again, we'll go back to this UFO, and again, look at this skid mark. And no, I'm not talking about the skid mark found in the underwear of some of the trolls who post comments on my channel. We know where those marks come from, and it's easily fixable. It's called toilet paper. But I digress. Back to this UFO here. Oh man, I gotta tell you guys, I've had a rough week, and you know what? It feels good to laugh a little bit. And I'll take a shot at a troll any day of the week, because Lord knows they take enough shots at me. But let me know what you guys think about this. Very, very strange. Interesting. Do you guys honestly think this is a boat? I just don't see the logistics of it. I don't see how this could have been created by anything other than something moving much faster. Again, uninhabited, unvisited island. Makes no sense for a boat to create 4,000-foot trail like this, digging into the sand here, finally coming to a stop. We have these other strange objects and formations on the island. And it's just one more piece of the puzzle, and a part of the group of the many strange things that we found in our oceans. We've posted plenty of videos in the past talking about our oceans and how they are an alien world in and of themselves. We've also found what look like underground entrances deep under the ocean, what look like artificial bases off of the coast of California, where we have these massive pillars and openings. And this perfectly flat, edged-out roof to this thing that looks as if it was created. We found pyramids, like the one you're seeing here, where you can actually see one of the sharp ends of the pyramid, this triangular shape, this pointed top. And, that's on top of the endless amount of UFO sightings that have been reported by people in almost every ocean that we have here on Earth, all over the globe. Lights being seen under the water, unidentified objects, things flying in and out, and I've always said it and I'll say it here again, what could be more of a perfect place for off-world beings to hide in plain sight than in our oceans? Oceans that, remember, have barely been explored by humans. Only 10% of our oceans, if that, have ever come into contact or had any type of exploration by human hands. So let me know what you guys think. Again, you don't need the coordinates to this. Just head over to Google Maps or Google Earth and type in Starbuck Island. Check it out for yourselves. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope all of you guys are enjoying your weekend. So thank you all for stopping by. Be sure to share and subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. And I'll see you all back very soon. Stay safe, guys.